Blair, I don't think I'm going to make it.
You can just hear the emotion in Danville, Virginia City Councilman Lee Vogler's voice as he is describing what he thought could have been his final words to his beloved wife.
Vogler didn't think he was going to make it after a man allegedly doused him in gasoline and set him on fire. He survived that reported attack, and nearly 4 months into his recovery, he invited Fox 8's Justin Lundy inside his home to share his story. So Justin, what did you notice as he interacted with his family?
Beaming with pride, Lee Vogler talked about the busy athletic season his kids have ahead of them and how glad he is to share those moments with his family after spending months in the hospital.
Is that pumpkin down there?
Yep.
Oh, I'm going to eat them all tonight.
Moments like this carry a different weight now for Lee Vogler. A slice of pie.
No!
Interception.
And playing catch with both of his kids. These are moments the Danville City Councilman thought he would never experience again, after police say a man set him on fire in July outside of his job at Showcase magazine. The moments after the attack were a blur, but what he can describe in detail is what he said to his beloved wife, Blair, in the chaos.
I looked at her and I said, Blair, I don't think I'm going to make it. Like, I had this feeling of like my body was shutting down. I couldn't feel anything throughout my body. It was a very different feeling than any kind of pain I'd experienced prior, and it was a scary feeling.
A feeling Vogler says is indescribable.
It's not something I would wish on my worst enemy. It's, not only the pain you feel when it happens, but, the months I was in the hospital.
With 60% of his body burned, for more than 2 months, Vogler was fighting for his life in the hospital.
Basically from here all the way up through here is just one solid skin graft and burn, and then into my chest and through here is all, and then around on my back as well. And then here is a little more kind of spread out in different spots.
His family never left his side.
That was everything, to have my family supporting me and to be there throughout, was huge. And when the ones that weren't there at the time, I had this huge photo wall that my mom put up on the wall. I had pictures of all my family and friends, so that even when they weren't physically there, I saw them constantly.
After several surgeries and months away from the public eye, Vogler made a triumphant return to work last month, something that surprised and amazed the doctors who worked around the clock to save his life.
All the different things that I went through, I could be gone, but even beyond that, they told my family I was going to be there till like March or April, and I got out mid-October. That's God, and like, if that's not a miracle, I don't know what it is. And I'm playing one-on-one basketball with my son now. I'm doing a dad-daughter dance with our daughter Ava, and so I'm doing things that, if you'd have told anybody 2 months ago I'd be doing, they wouldn't have believed it.
Vogler's recovery isn't just measured in medical charts and rehabilitation milestones.
Did you get you some ham?
Mm-hmm.
But intimate moments like this, surrounded by family. You're about to have an early Thanksgiving dinner tonight. Tell me, what does it mean to just be here today?
It's great. Thanksgiving has never traditionally been one of my favorite holidays. It's just, I love Halloween and I love Christmas, and Thanksgiving is just kind of always sandwiched in between. But this year, I've been thinking about it for a couple weeks, and really looking forward to it, to be around family, and today and then again tomorrow with the other side of the family. It's amazing, and it's something I look forward to, just the blessing of being able to sit down and eat a meal, and to feed myself, like, with that meal too. I couldn't do that when I was in the hospital. My arms wouldn't reach up and do that. So it's something I'm really looking forward to and feel very blessed to be able to do.
Vogler says he has a few more surgeries coming up in the near future, and he's gaining strength every single day. But in the meantime, he plans to celebrate Thanksgiving with his family tonight in Danville and spending time with his in-laws tomorrow.